Hello. This is the first video I'm really doing on this channel, which is kind of weird because it was supposed to be my version of this, but this is a musical individuals series for basically his alternate universe of Total Drama and his Venture Camp, and this was his cast for Island. So basically, I'm going to be doing a tier list on basically how much I write or how much I liked them in this season alone. Like he has some other characters that get introduced in other seasons, and like I won't be ranking character like sugar doesn't make it into action. I won't be ranking sugar in the action video in the action. I don't know if I'm gonna make this a multiple part series or a multiple part video. So which multiple you'll know because I'll put segments or I'll try to. All right, let's get into this. So also this does have major spoilers for a musical individual series. So um so just if you don't want to be spoiled, then I recommend you don't watch this and watch his videos because they're really good. I'll link them in the description. So first we have Z. I made a whole tier for characters like Z, which is early. He goes in early because he's an early boot and did not get screen time, which also goes to Owen and Sugar. Owen and Sugar. Owen actually got 3 episodes. Eva got out before him, but she rejoined. So yeah. But Owen and Sugar really got no screen time. They got a little funny bits with like them kind of being in a rivalry, but mainly they were kind of just filler characters for the season. Rosa Maria, I'm going to put in great. She was an early boot, so she should be an early boot. But she had some amazing interactions with Lindsay and Beth, and she was robbed in this season and in another season. And she's just a rob. She's been robbed every single time. So yeah, Rosa Maria robbed. Cody, I'm putting Cody in okay. The cheating plotline, I don't really know how to feel about the cheating plotline because it's fine. I didn't think Cody would make it that far anyways, but I thought he was interesting, and I really liked his romance with Nick. She's also going in okay. Sierra and Cody were kind of just with each other the whole time. So yeah. But I'm ordering these, I guess. I decided just now. Z I'm putting Owen above Z, but Z above Sugar, and but Cody is above Sierra. Hot take, I am putting Trent in early boot. He gets out in like the cooking episode in amazing. Um I loved his relationship with Tess. It was just incredible, and please. But yeah, it was just I really liked it. And him this season, he was just super cool, super sweet, and I generally think he was just one of the best characters this season. Ooh, next we have Fiora. I'm putting her in great, below Rosa Maria, but I'm putting her in great. But yeah, she was a really great character. She got up pretty early, which set up for her arc in the next season. But yeah, overall, just I loved Fiore. I thought she was well. Of course, there are like 6 villains in this cast, so one of them had to be cut the super early. And sorry, that was my Discord ping. And Fiora being booted like super, not super early, but decent. Sorry, I'm not gonna mute that real quick. Oh, no, I'm messing everything up. Uh, all right. We can get. Oh God, technical difficulties. All right, we're back. I'm sorry. But yeah, her being the earliest of the villains is a good idea in my opinion. I really liked how that the direction they went in. But yeah, Fiora is a great character this season. Alejandro, I'm actually putting him in the top of okay. He wasn't like the best villain, and I actually liked him more early game. But the more they went in, I could just tell that he wanted Joe to be the main villain. But yeah. Oh, Ripper. I don't like Ripper at all, and Ripper in general, just no. He's a no go for me. So yeah, I didn't hate him this season. I don't like him at all. He's not okay. Him and Joe were a decent, not like relationship, because I don't think that was ever like a thing. I think he just has a crush on her. They were a good dynamic, but I don't know. Eva, since I don't think she counts as early, since she technically got pretty far, I'm putting her in terrible tier. I feel so bad by naming this tier terrible that it just feels insulting, but I'm sure no, he won't take offense to it. Uh, Izzy, mm, putting Izzy in okay, but over Sierra in okay. She didn't really do much, and because she got out in episode 5, then she got out again in episode 16, and I just don't like her too much in the season, but I don't hate her. And again, with our okay people, I'm putting him bottom of okay, or near the top of okay. His little rivalry with Ripper was fun, and generally there wasn't much to Harold this season, or any season, because he's only in one season. I think, yeah, he's only in one season. Wait, is he? No, I think Harold's in action, or World Tour, he just doesn't do much. Yeah, he's kind of the background character, which is fun with me because you need some background characters. Joe, over Trenton, amazing. I was like, what? I was so surprised when Joe got out in episode 9. It was the perfect segue for Bowie to become the main villain, and I loved it. It was, and Joe, Tyrone was playing strategic, and it was just chef's kiss. Beth. Hot take. I didn't like Beth this season. I like her in, well, she's only in this, well, I like her more next season. This season, she is kind of annoying with Rosa Maria. She isn't the worst, but she's not good. Well, she actually is the worst so far, I just realized. Oops. I might move her to bottom of okay. Because I don't think she's as bad as Ripper and Eva, but I definitely think that Action was a much better season for her. James. He was my he was one of my favorite characters this season. Him just flip flopping from ally to ally, I love it. And without a certain multicolored kid with, not kid, that sounds bad, multicolored guy with hair to um like help him, he was just his true villainy self, which I really liked. Uh yeah, James, great character. Jeff. Jeff's bottom of okay. I like Jeff, but in this season, did he really do much? Not really. He was in a Guys Alliance. That was mainly it. He did some other stuff, but I feel like he mainly shines in Action and World Tour when he's an Aftermath host. Ellie. Now, it says Island right here. That's because this is purely off my opinion for Island. If this were a different season, World Tour, Ellie would have a tier of her own. But in Island, she was a pretty great character. I thought that I kind of thought that she was gonna win. I kind of thought they were heading in a Gwen approach with that, even though Tess is in the cast. But yeah, I really liked Ellie. She was a great character, and her kind of being an outcast and was pretty interesting, pretty cool. And maybe if Ellie and Fiora are both in All Stars, we can like see the relationship again. But they sort of had an island, and I guess a little in action. Ellie just never mind. Lindsay, I'm putting below Trent in amazing. No, above Trent in amazing because she got a lot more screen time. Lindsay, yeah, she was great this season. Her whole arc with Beth and Joe and getting fourth place, I just really liked. I thought that Lindsay was, Jesus said really like 50 times in this video probably. But yeah, Lindsay was an amazing character this season. And fourth place, that's better than ninth, like she got in original. So yeah, yippee for Lindsay. She did great this season. Bowie, right below James. Yeah. Um, Bowie and James are great, and I was I'm kind of hoping that we get either like Raj or Aiden for season 4, so we can have them all stars. I'm going on a tangent. I'm sorry, but I need to go on a tangent. Also, sorry for the ad in the corner. I'm gonna skip this. Yeah, I'm sorry. It'll kind of just be there in the background. Please don't. I'm sorry. I don't have a VPN or anything, so yeah. But Bowie, I really liked him this season. He felt a little too merciful to be an antagonist, in my opinion. Like he wasn't as malicious as like I would say Joe. To be honest, that makes me. Yeah, I'm gonna put Joe above him because I really like Joe. But yeah, Bowie was awesome. James was awesome. These are like the villainy trio, and then they had these guys and Eva, I guess. I was wrong. James is my favorite character this season. It's Tess. Tess not only had Trent S, the best ship in this universe. I hate who she's above right now. I don't like that. I don't like that that's how it turned out, but whatever. Um, but yeah, she was the best character this season. I clearly knew she was going to win from the start, but it was a great win, even though it was kind of obvious. She was just awesome all throughout the board. Loved her arc, love her character, awesome. And not purely because I don't want Tess to be above Ellie. We're putting Caleb at the top of great, the winner of the season. Do I wish he won? Eh, not really. I think a James and Tess finale would have been cool, where James or Tess won, but it would have been Tess. To be honest, um, Caleb should have gotten fourth in my opinion. Maybe final three between Lindsay, Bowie, and Tess, and final two Tess and Ellie or Lindsay. But no, not Tess and Ellie. But that would change action a lot. And Caleb, despite not being my favorite pick for winner, is probably the best pick for the winner. So yeah, this is what I have for my island, and I think I'm gonna make this a multi-parted video. So if y'all stayed around, then I appreciate it a lot. This is my first video, and it's a tier list video. So yeah, this was a great little video that I watched like a month ago, and I was just obsessed, especially with these two. These two are awesome. To be honest, I'm moving Trent up purely because I loved him so much. Trent is already, you can see in my profile picture, Trent is my favorite total drama character. I have always loved Trent, and seeing him in this with a relationship that, oh, I don't like who he's above you, that's also awkward, is just great. And it was wholesome, like Gwent, and it didn't break up in season 2. It probably was season 3. But yeah, um, that was the island tier list. Okay, so for total drama action, of course, we're still going to be going in elimination order. And Cody and Sierra are the first boots of the season. Also, you might be wondering why Emma is here. Instead of Courtney debuting, um, he made a new character debut purely because he physically couldn't do anything else because no one else would have the right lawyers, and it landed on Ripper, who definitely wouldn't. So yeah, that's just some explanation on why Emma is there. So Sierra and Cody, they did was set up Cody's arc for World Tour. That's really it. They kind of just set up his arc for World Tour. That's really all they had. Their early boots. You know how I put Beth in okay last time? She's going in great. I loved Beth this season. This could be her final season, in my opinion. It definitely is. So, and she did good. Or no, she didn't. She did horrible. but she was a great. She grew as a person. She was too mean, I guess. That's what he said in the video, but it wasn't mean. She just hated Alejandro because and Fiore because of what they did to her last season. And I'm putting Ellie in okay. Um, yeah, she dropped a tier because I don't like her that much in the season. She gets out pretty early and doesn't really do much. Also, the okay tier is for characters that weren't like first, second, third boots. It's for characters that aren't for like first and third boots, but just didn't leave an impact on me. Z. Z was a great character this season. He made it decently far. I loved seeing him interact with no one. I'm just kidding. I didn't like that. He had zero interactions, but he was funny. I'm actually gonna move him above Beth. He was very funny. Him just winning challenges on accident was pretty fun, and I generally really liked him this season. Rosa Maria, she's moving up a tier. I loved her this season. She was absolutely robbed. She needs to be back. Maybe in RR or something. Just giving out ideas. Yeah. I thought that her little thing with Alejandro, not like romance, not any romance. I actually kind of thought that they would get into a romantic relationship with like villain versus hero thing after because of what the aftermath said. But nope, that didn't happen. So yeah, but she was great, amazing character. I really liked her this season. I don't really think she's my favorite character this season, but I think she was a amazing character this season. I keep wanting to say great, but there's a great tier. You know what? I think that's why. I think she hasn't moved up a tier. I think she's just top of great because she was great. I didn't have a moment where I thought she was dull. Unlike Owen, because Owen's whole character is him loving food, and that's kind of dull. But yeah, Owen was he was one of those characters that made it pretty far, but just didn't really leave an impact on me. I didn't really care what happened to him in this season. So yeah. Oh Bowie, oh Bowie. I'm putting him in okay, top of okay, because he was still a good character, but he didn't do much. In the next season, he might even just never mind. I'm not gonna say anything else. But yeah, I just generally also I think you can tell this is not scripted. Like the what if alternate universe videos will be scripted. These videos just I don't care to script them out. Also, just a side note, Bridget is in action, but she's not a contestant. She's an aftermath host. I just want to get all my bases because I don't want people to be confused. I just want to explain everything. So yeah, this is already confusing and stuff. I suck at this, but yeah. No, I'm talking about Owen. No, I'm talking about Bowie. God, what am I doing? Bowie kind of, I felt like his role was heavily replaced, not by, oh, I do like, sorry, not really a tangent. I do like him and James being together, since they're both kind of like the evildoer that like fell in love with like the hero being Aiden Raj. I don't know if a lot of people would call Aiden a hero, but yeah. But and them being like an evil power duo, I really like that. But Bowie, I feel like he had some great moments, so I'm actually gonna move him to the bottom of great. But overall, I'm a little iffy on his character. He definitely drops, but I really like his character. Caleb, I'm putting him in okay again. Wait, no, he's actually dropped a tier. He he has this little anxious arc in this season, and he never recovered. I don't really think he's ever been as great as his island self, even in a certain season we're going to talk about later. I generally don't think he's ever recovered. Oh, Izzy. I would put Izzy in early, but she wasn't an early boot. She was pretty. She got sixth place. She did it incredibly well this season, and she's okay. Her and Owen being a couple is cool. They both didn't get into World Tour, so this is the last time I'm going to see them, which is kind of bittersweet because I thought that they were pretty interesting. But hey, they had a happy ending, so yippee to them. Alejandro, automatic, amazing. Oh my god, I loved him in Chef this season. It was probably my favorite part of the season. I generally think, I don't know why I'm saying generally so much, but I really really love Alejandro. He doesn't even have an arc. He's just awesome. He's just so epic and epically awesome. James also amazing. I really liked his sort of redemption arc from season one. He didn't like him and Lindsay working together was an interesting thing with like them trying to get rid of Alejandro, and I liked it. I really liked this video. It was I don't like it better than Island. I'm not even done. Why am I like giving my graces goodbye? But yeah, James is an amazing character. Fiore. So far, we have our best character ever. She was the most manipulative. She was at her best this season. She, God, like, it's almost a crime what they did with her in World Tour. But, like, wow. I think I might put one or more characters above her, but I really loved Fiora this season. Emma, the newbie, and putting her in great. I liked her, but she didn't really have too much of an impact on me. She was pretty cool, but she left a lot to be desired. I did like her, James, and Bowie's little trio. That was really cool. But I'm not a huge fan of Emma in general. Her personality is not really that interesting to me. But yeah, Emma's a great character in this thing. And then we have our winner. I think I'm putting her below Fiore because I really liked Fiore this season. Well, but yeah, Lindsay was amazing. Her arc was basically the same as in action, but it was just longer. She didn't vote herself out this time. Her and Caleb was a really good change of pace, and I really like how he keeps on adding ships, except for World Tour. Why does he do that in World Tour? No, please. Is it like I think it's just a total drama rule in season 3. It has to have a bad ship. I've gone on about this so much. Once we get into the World Tour segment, oh my god, two characters will have a lot of words to be said about them. But yeah, this is my tier list. Unlike Island, there were no. I'm gonna rename this to not my cup of tea. I don't like tea, but I also don't like these characters that much. Nah, that sounded like I hate all these characters. No, they're just not my favorites. I generally don't really appreciate them that much. So yeah, I think this is my total drama action AU what if randomized cast universe. So yeah, that's the action part. Next, moving on to World Tour. I have a love-hate relationship with this season. Okay, World Tour. Like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with this season. Um, Half hate, half love, because the season is really good, but the season also has some which yeah, it basically reminds me of World Tour. So I mean, hey, realism. So Fiore this season, Fiore and Lindsay going in early. They were the first double elimination because there was a double elimination. So yeah, they don't. I don't think Fiore and Lindsay had a single line of dialogue and technically he just like speaks for them, but I don't think, besides like saying they were arguing, they didn't have a single line of dialogue. Ripper, not my cup of tea. I'm not a huge fan of how they kind of forgot his thing with Joe. That kind of disappeared. But yeah, I didn't like Ripper. I don't like Ripper at all. So yeah, he didn't like have his alpha male jokes and like stuff like that, like he did in season 1 of the reboot. So yeah, Bridget, I'm putting not great. Bridget, and okay, like I said, she was an aftermath host. She kind of just competed for a couple episodes, pissed off Cody, got the Code Meister. So yeah, Bridget. Cody got Bridget eliminated. He didn't kiss her. He asked someone to eliminate her. Or I don't. I think like Julia did something, manipulated something or whatever. Yeah, Joe was okay this season. Didn't really have a plot, but she was evil, and that's always cool. We had more villains. Hell, you could say the final 7 had 5 villains if you're counting. Oh my god, it's hard to keep in, but only a couple more than I can talk about it. And it is not good. No, it makes me die. Oh, alright. Cody was great this season. I really liked his little arc where he was away from Sierra. But the thing is, I like how they made him gain independence from Sierra, but they didn't make him break up with her. It showed that you can still be with someone, but you can still be independent. So yeah, I just really liked Cody this season. He definitely grew on me. Caleb is okay, middle of okay. Once Lindsay goes out, boom, personality gone. And she goes out first episode. He goes out like episode 9, 8, maybe 10. So yeah. No, he goes to IC London. I like Caleb, but not great. And Tess is not my cup of tea this season. Purely because of Ellie. I'm not putting Ellie in not my cup of tea. If you haven't watched it, which I don't know why you're here at this point, you just probably aren't ever going to watch it. These two end up together. And in my opinion, they have no chemistry and ruined all that was good in the world of Trentes. So, yeah, and that kind of makes my opinion on Tess this season pretty low, because I don't like how they handled her. Harold isn't okay. He kind of was just there for being like Bowie's alliance member. He didn't do much this season. Didn't do terrible, of course. He got pretty far, but I actually would call him a little bit weird. He's a strange character. I'm gonna categorize him as this. He didn't get enough screen time. Excuse me. Which we will see in the future. Sugar. Sugar was great this season. They barely talk about fart jokes, I feel. I feel like they don't really talk about fart jokes. Like, she didn't make a single one. Ripper made a fart joke once, and that got him eliminated. But she was just funny. I really liked her this season. And yeah, she was great. Blanley is not my cup of tea. She competed for 1 episode. So yeah, I don't have much to say on her. Oh, Ellie. Also, I don't hate Tess at all. I like Tess a lot, even in the season. But Ellie just brought her down. Ellie sucks so much. I'm capitalizing your name. Ellie, terrible. Not only is she a bad girlfriend, but she's just a weird person. She's kind of like Trent in season 2 of season 2 of the Real Island. She gets jealous over Trent, it feels like, because she's angry that Tess is, and she's like angry that Tess is hanging out with other people. Charles never, he was only angry at Duncan, but he never like went out of her way to get him out because he knew that like it's Gwen's friend. I'm saying Gwen because Tess doesn't exist in Total Charm Universe. Ellie decided, oh yeah, are these two exes, one of them being my great friend from art school, are looking like they might rekindle things. But I kind of like them. Nope, I'm eliminating you because I've had a disdain for you for no reason. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a huge fan of Trent this season. Him coming back was great, but the way he came back and what he did, not a huge fan. I do still like him this season. If I was categorizing him normally, I'd put him in bottom of great. Since he is the anti, I'm putting him above amazing because he is an anti Ellie, which stand someone an anti Ellie. And just in general, I don't like Ellie in anything. I've never liked Ellie. But yeah, we got the anti Ellie. Emma this season was she was fine. She didn't get enough screen time. Then we get our final four. Ooh, Mike, he was the better Dave. He was the better Dave. They did so good with him. And to be honest, him and Julia is interesting. And his whole new thing without Zoe, I really like. And it was an interesting and creative way to do it. Speaking of Julia, she's also an amazing Buffett. Her getting third, though, come on. Because I kind of wanted her to win. Well, I wanted Mike to win, but he didn't. He's probably going to win All Stars, let's be honest. Because he's definitely All Stars. If you see in the video, he's at All Stars. But yeah, these two aren't amazing. Not only do I like them as a couple, because I feel like they work really well together in this season, even though Julia's evil. Also, sorry about this Julia picture. I don't know why it looks like this. And Mike, even though he's really nice. Alejandro, I'm putting him in. Also, Julia is raising a spot because she's also a member of Club Anti Ellie. So yeah, Julia, stand you because you're an anti Ellie. Yeah, we hate Ellie around here. No, all my homies hate Ellie. And Ellie. Top of, okay. I feel like he mainly got better in the last couple episodes, but geez, he didn't get too much screen time in the earlier parts. I like his win. I think his win is perfect and well deserved. The last episode of that season is perfect. It is perfect. It gives a satisfying conclusion to Bowie, and it's just great. Him and James have a kiss, and it's just perfect. I love it. It was awesome. Like, also, like I said, I have a very love-hate relationship with this season, so I don't know if I've just talked about this thing for 30 minutes or for 10 minutes, because, like, I have a horrible perception of time. But yeah, like, also, I'm gonna give a summary on each season now. This is not adding any runtime. Island, this is like my review of the seasons. Island, I really like the boot order. I really dig everything they did with the season. It's just a really fun and entertaining watch, and I recommend you watch it. It's probably my favorite season. This season would have been my favorite if we didn't have Ellie. If Ellie was never introduced, the world would be better. Why do you exist? Why do you exist? But yeah, action. It was an interesting video. I really liked the boot order. I think the boot order was pretty good, except we got another instance of Rosa Maria being robbed, and she's not even in the season. Like, honestly, all of these guys could have come back. All of these 9. I generally think they could have come back. Um, Action was just entertaining. It was fun, funny. Yeah, in World Tour, I have a love-hate relationship this season. I really like the boot order. I like that Trent didn't win, because Trent, despite being an anti-LA club, which makes him a perfect character in this season, I would say if he was like friends with Ellie but still argued with her all the time, he wouldn't be in anti-Ellie. But these two were a duo for like most of late pre-merge. Like I really liked them. Also, I know that technically Alejandro and Bowie are on Team Ellie, but what? Wait, no, I'm boosting Mike because he is also a member of Team Anti Ellie. All my homies hate Ellie. All my homies love everyone in Team Anti Ellie. Because fuck you, Ellie. This is definitely the most sporadic season. I have the most opinions on it. I literally made 2 more tiers for Ellie and Anti Ellie because I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate Ellie so much. And I hate this ship. I'm putting Tess in Ellie tier because I'm making this now called Kelly because I'm pretty sure that's their ship name or their shit name. I hate this. I was so enraged in Grace's Pieces when they kissed because I just generally, because also, like, Ellie was toxic. Ellie was so toxic. She she got rid of her friends, or at the time, her friend's best friend, because like they were getting too close, and she was jealous and just wanted to get Trent out for no reason. Trent wasn't even rude to her. He was like, "Oh yeah, he's a cliche, and I hate him. I hate him." Like, shut up. Nobody likes you. That's why you're the worst character ever in anything. But thanks for watching my little video. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. And have a great day. And goodbye.